Corne and his friends safely arrives at Camp Syncro, a 3-day trip to cover only 60 kilometers. In this episode, we're on our way to the Hartmannsberge on very challenging roads, if you can call them roads, to reach our next destination. And the Bakkie-beating forces Stefan to start his own bush auto-electric company because out here, there's no one to call when your vehicle inevitably takes a knock. Join us as we continue the scenic journey through Namibia, where paths begin and sometimes disappears. Welcome to Tusk Tyre Overlanding.
Good morning. It's a wonderful morning out here at Camp Syncro. Woke up early to get the sunrise, although it's still behind the mountains, but always beautiful. And once you're in this remote areas, and you feel so small. Sorry, I don't have my shirt on. I woke up and I was just going to take pictures and I was not going to make a video, but all the surroundings are so beautiful that I have to share it with you guys from here. So yesterday driving into the Marianfluss, got a feeling of emotion, and as I said in the video yesterday, you guys have to be here to experience it. The videos, the photos, the words will never describe what you feel when you're in this area. This is maybe as remote as it can be, although Ipupa Falls down the river is about 60 kilometers, but to get here you've got to travel about 2-3 days, and this is why I do overlanding, to get to areas like this. Yes, it is difficult. You get vehicle problems, and out here if you get vehicle problems you have to solve it. There's nobody to call to come and fix it. So today we're heading back into the Marianfluss, and then we're gonna cross into the Hartmannsberge. Also unknown area for me. I've never been to this area, but I heard there's a lot of dune sand on the Hartmannsberge. It's just you can't push north too much, but we'll play it as it comes. It's just been an amazing journey, an amazing holiday with the family. I usually do this kind of things alone because the wife and the kids can't always come with, and amazing to be with friends and families. But most probably the next couple of episodes in my journeys will be me alone again. Just me, you and the bush, or whatever it takes me to. I walked up a hill to come capture the sunrise. So go down to camp, make coffee, see if everyone is awake or somebody is awake, and packing up, and then we're gonna head into the Marianfluss and maybe today into the Hartmannsberge as well.
River, you carry the quiet like a prayer through rock and sky. A ribbon of life in the desert where the world learns to survive. We came with dust on our tires and heavy noise in our veins. Then your water spoke in whispers and it washed away the strain. And out here time moves slower. Every shadow feels like home in the stillness of the north. When I'm not lost, I'm finally known. Take me back to the edges of
Camp Syncro and took the western road out of the Marianfluss, then turned in toward the Hartmannsberge. Not long after that, the trail started to bite a few proper obstacles. And like I've said before, the camera never does these climbs justice. The ascents are far steeper than they look. Here I'm picking my line through big boulders, and you can hear and feel Motsumi is working for it. She struggled a bit, but overall she did brilliantly. We made it out. I stalled the vehicle a couple of times, and on obstacles like this, that's honestly the safer option. You don't want to throw too much throttle at it and snap something. I'd rather let it stall, take a breath and restart than force it and pay for it later.
Mijn pijp is dieper dan mijn bodem.
Wat is je bodem zo opgekruld? Weet je wat ze zeggen?
Ik zit in hetzelfde bootje.
Dat kan niet uitklimmen. Well done, Stefan.
Hey, dit was Annie en nice.
Joh, ons het klippige kou hier binne. Hoor.
I decided to walk the pass for a little bit, about a kilometer, to see if there was any serious obstacles, and also maybe for a place to turn around. There was these tight twists and turns just here in front. Stick with us, see if we can make it all the way to the top of the mountain. These turns are so tight that at a stage the left-hand wheel of the trailer climbed over a rock, and it was at about a 40-degree off-camber angle. It was very close to tipping, and my right front wheel, I was climbing over the rock here to get the trailer around. I even had to reverse a little bit to jackknife the trailer to get around the turn. So if anybody of you know how we can do this justice on footage, drop it in the comments. That was the most difficult parts are behind us. From here we're just traveling up the mountain through the pass, very slowly crawling it. Then we're going to drive on top of the Hartmannsberge, where we are wild camping tonight. We made it to camp. It was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Turned into a dry riverbed. Got stuck a few times. Had to deflate tires as the tire pressures were still set for the gravel road and the rocks. As you can see there, Stefan just deflated, getting unstuck. And he was complaining, he was just enjoying the playing, and then it was finished. An awesome night wild camping tonight. I'll share some of it with you.
Bush repair.
Ja, wat sê hulle mos op jou 18 moet hê?
Dis die Bush Electro Automotive van die ad hoc.
Ja, was dronk.
Nou vas net vir my dan.
Mag je eerst doen?
Het jy hom gesaldeer gekry met daai?
Ja, dat is dan.
Ja, so scrappy result my werk.
Ja, wel, iets dan. Het hy ewerste geskeer of wat?
Daar waar ons die raai klippe
Maar
is.
hy hang so onder hier by die ding en dan.
Want as jy uitvind, sonder dat ek wat sê nou.
Daai ding is stomp, ons moet hom skep.
Ja.
Hoe stomp is daai messie?
Well, a very good evening here on top of the Hartmanns Mountains in the northern part of Namibia. We left Camp Syncro this morning at about 11 o'clock. After doing some cleaning up of the vehicles after a week and a half on the road, and we went to the western part of the Marianfluss. And then we turned into the Hartmanns Mountains. We did some serious off-roading with Motsumi and my friends Ford Ranger Raptor in the mountains. That took us about 3 hours on about 10 kilometers. So it was some serious off-roading. And both vehicles impressed us very much. So tomorrow, doing the rest of the mountain. I don't know what is on the other side. I don't know if we're gonna go down the mountain again into the Hartmannsvlakte, and then from there we'll see where we go. Well, the route is to Piros, but I don't think we're gonna make Piros tomorrow. Maybe we do. That's what's so nice about overlanding. We didn't even plan to do the Hartmanns Mountains. But last night, me and Stefan sat and we checked the GPS, and I said to him, look at this road. It goes to the Hartmannsvlakte. Let's go see what the Hartmannsvlakte looks like. I thought it's a valley between mountains taking us to the Hartmannsvlakte. No, it was a mountain pass up, a 4x4 mountain pass. I want to tell you actually the theme for this trip, where paths begin. Each and every one of us on this trip are at a point in life where we need to make decisions, life-changing decisions. Namibia and the desert might not give you the answers, but it's certainly going to give you the space to think about it. Tonight's camp is wild camp in a dry riverbed. No rain has been forecast. We're on top of the Hartmanns Mountains, just very quiet. Let me get back to camp.
Tonight, the team is wild camping up on the Hartmanns Mountains, and it feels like they've pitched their tents on the edge of a different world. No towns, no noise, just wind across rock, big skies, and that deep Kaokoland silence that makes you speak softer without realizing. This range is named after George Hartmann, a German geographer and explorer who traveled extensively in what was then German Southwest Africa. He even led an expedition in the northern Kaokoland around 1900, documenting the region's landscape and resources. The name lives on here and also in Hartmann's mountain zebra, which was named in his honor. What makes these mountains so dramatic isn't just the shape, it's what they're made of. Much of this landscape is built from very old metamorphic basement rock, especially granitoid gneiss, heated and reworked until parts of them partially melted and flowed, creating that banded, swirled look geologists call migmatite. So when you see light and dark stripes running through the rock, you're looking at a deep time record of pressure, heat and transformation. Stone that's been rewritten more than once, and the setting adds to this. This area is mapped as cold desert climate. So water is rare and the land gets sculpted slowly by wind, occasional runoff and time. As for the name, on all German-style mapping, you'll see Hartmannsberge, literally Hartmann's mountains in German. Tonight, while camping up here, it hits you. These mountains don't entertain you. They humble you. They make you slow down, look longer, and feel how small a human timescale is compared to the rock that's been becoming itself for ages.